Hey guys, it's Lala and you're watching Lala Tarot. Today we are going to take a look at the decks that I obtained in the month of February. So this shouldn't be a super long video, but I do have about, I would say probably about maybe about nine decks that I got in February. And so we're going to go through those. This one should be kind of fun though, because I'm not only going to show you what I picked up, I'm also going to show you what I pair it with so that you have an idea of how I use it and where it fits in my collection. The only decks that I purchased, they have to be a deck that fits somewhere in my collection. Otherwise, I won't pick it up. And that's just because I don't want to grab a deck and I have no reason to work with it. So usually if I pick up something, it's because I can see a purpose for it in my collection and where it would fit, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first deck that, and honestly, these are in no particular order. It's just wherever they are on my desk right now, okay? But the first deck that we're going to look at is the Tarot of Aphrodite. This is one that I got off of Etsy in the month of February, and I fell in love with it. I really do like it. I enjoy it a lot. It's beautiful, beautiful artwork. And it does come with a guidebook. So this is the second edition, is my understanding. This is the second edition. And these, yeah, that's what it says right there. And these are the beautiful backings of the deck. So pretty. And it also does have this really cute, like, rose gold edging on there. And I mean, I think the cards are really beautiful. I really enjoy the art style and working with them. Oh, that's so pretty. So it does have some nudity in it. If that's something that you're not comfortable with, this might not be the best deck for you, because as you can see, it does have a lot of nudity in it, which doesn't bother me. Let me show you guys the decks that I pair this one up with, okay? I usually would pair, if I'm using this deck along with other oracles, I'll also pair it up with the Oracle, Aphrodite Oracle, which I also got from Etsy. This one is really beautiful. So this one will be paired up in there. And then also I'll pair it up with a deck that I showed you in last month's January wrap up. In that video, we talked a lot about the Sweet Love Tea Oracle cards, and I also mixed it in with the Victorian Romance Oracle. I think this is a really sweet deck to go ahead and add in and try to pair up if I can get it on the screen. But this is a really sweet deck to try to, you know, pair these up together. I think they look really beautiful. The art style is so beautiful together, and I tend to get pretty good readings from this. So, and I'm sorry if you guys can't see all of it. We're working with a tight space right now, but I'll probably just end up moving the camera or the candle over a little bit out the way so you can see a little bit more of the oracle cards. They're really pretty, really gentle, bringing back that Victorian feel, right? Let's move this up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. So just kind of bringing back that Victorian feeling, and very good for love, right? Very good for love readings. So like, for instance, this deck will say heartstrings strike a chord together with gentle harmony, serenity, balance, and a match, okay? And then you'll have the Page of Wands and chemistry. And I think that goes together really good. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much how I've been using the Tarot of Aphrodite with my love readings, and just kind of enjoying the pink colors, the gentleness and softness of the decks together. And yeah, it's really been it's been working out pretty well, I'd say. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some others. I'm going to move these out of the way. And then we're going to take a look at a few other decks that I picked up in February. And again, these are in no particular order. You know, if you like these, I'll try to link the names and where you can purchase them below so that you can always check them out on your own and pick them up if that's something that you're interested in, okay? All right, so the next set of decks that we're going to look at, and let's see. Okay, so the next set of decks we're going to look at, I picked up the Tarot of the 1001 Nights. Now, this is not a new deck, I don't think. I did get it from Los Scarabeo, from Llewellyn, and it's published by Los Scarabeo. But I don't think this is a newer deck. I could be wrong. But honestly, I just love the art style. And I haven't edged it just yet. But I really like the art style, especially as we come up on spring. And it has so many like flowers, and I'm going to hold it up so you can see a little bit more of the detail here. But as we come up on spring, I just love all of the gardens and flowers, and I think it's a really beautiful deck. So it's different. And these are the backs of the cards, in case you are wondering. Yeah, I don't know if those are the best backs that I've seen, because it looks kind of like it's this one, it's the wheel. So I'll show you. The backs are just almost the same as the wheel card. So, but I do think it's a beautiful deck. I love the story within it, and I love the energy to it. And I do have a place where I like to work with these and put these at, usually within my collection with like Middle Eastern, Ganesh decks, all of those type of decks that I have. My Sufi, Tarot, all of those are great decks to use with this one, and I really like it a lot. I'll show you one of the decks that I've been using it with. Let me move this out of the way just for a second. I chose to pair it up with the Wisdom of Hafiz Oracle, okay? And let's take a look at that really quickly. So this is this one with a lovely box from US Games. And it has such lovely gilding and beautiful backs to it. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. These two together. Let's take a look at those two together and see how they look. Okay. So here you have the Wisdom of Hafiz Oracle with the Tarot of 1001 Nights. And I like it. I like it together. I think it's really beautiful. That's so pretty. Right? Transform, trust your wisdom, and the Three of Wands. Rest deeply, Nine of Cups, risk and dare. Establish priorities, the Page of Swords, and move forward. So you can kind of see how these work together, and I again just think that the art style is beautiful. Clear away old energies, the moon, and create silence. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, so we have Embrace friendship, the sun, and take the opportunity. All right, so that's how I pair up this tarot deck with the Wisdom of Hafiz. Of course, you know, I do use other oracles as well whenever I decide to use this tarot. But I just wanted to at least show you guys one of the decks that I use with it. And again, that's been the Wisdom of Hafiz with the Tarot of the 1001 Nights. Okay, very, very beautiful artwork there. Okay, now another deck that I picked up in February, and this is not a newer deck either. The reason why I got these is honestly because Llewellyn had a very good sale. You guys probably know because I posted it to the community tab that they had the 35% off sale in February. So that's usually when I like to go in and get all of the decks that I don't have in my collection that I might have been eyeing and wanting to pick up. So that said, another deck that I picked up, and again, it's an older deck. It's not like a newer deck or anything like that, but I wanted it. It's the Rackham Tarot. So I'm sure you guys have probably heard of this one or maybe even have it in your collection, okay? But it's one that I wanted to work with because I've been working with the fairies a lot, and I find the artwork beautiful, and it just, you know, it wanted to come into my collection. So that's why it's here now. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I think it's so beautiful. Like, there's not even really much that needs to be said about this deck. You can look at it and see that it's full of emotions. And even though it doesn't have, you know, a lot of color to it, you know, it's definitely full of different emotions. And I don't know, it has this like quietness, this softness to it, but it's very expressive. Like, you can read into the card a lot and grab a lot of detail from it. So I think it's really beautiful. And this is one that I wanted to work with, okay? So let me tell you what I paired up with, and that will be the Fairy Oracle, also by author Rackham, okay? And this is one that I've been pairing it up with only because it makes sense. It has a very similar, the same art style, okay? So let's take a look at both of these together and see how beautiful those are. Now, these you read intuitively because they don't have titles, but of course you can look in the guidebook if you want. But I enjoy being able to just read them intuitively. And again, I guess the energy that I pick up from this pair is just this silent, it's this silent, it's like a silent read. It's like you're just grabbing intuitively. And that's what I love about this. There's no words jumping out at you. There's no particular people jumping out at you, really. You know, it's just silence and beautiful, and something that you can just kind of feel your way through. And I think that's why I like working with these two. So this came into my collection in the month of February. I already had this oracle, and I was just using it with other like fairy decks. But now we have the Rackham Tarot, and we'll certainly add on to it with other oracles to create a full spread. And yeah, let me know below if you have either or both of these decks, and if so, how do you feel about it? Do you pick up on the same vibe as me? Like, it's just kind of like this unspoken messages that come through. I don't know how to describe the feeling when I work with it, but I definitely can say that it feels peaceful. Okay, let me know below if these are two that you have in your collection. All right, let's keep going now. So that was the Fairy Oracle and the Rackham Tarot by author Rackham. Okay. All right. Next up, and this is going to get kind of fun. This is going to get kind of fun. Remember, guys, I only have like 9 decks that I got in February because I'm trying to kind of limit the amount of things that I get. So I only have like 9. We took a look so far at 3 of them. I might not even have 9, to be honest with you. I might not even have that many. So the next one, and I'm crushing my guidebook, so I'm just trying to put this in here neatly. The next one that we're going to take a look at, the next 2 actually, I got off of Amazon, okay? So these are just 2 random decks that I got off of Amazon. This is called the Path of Shadows Oracle cards. And something wanted me to go a little spooky. And so even though we're approaching spring, I do have these moments where sometimes I'll kind of revert and go back into like that October Halloween shadowy phase. And I don't know why, but there are just times when I feel shadowy and I want to work with shadowy decks. And this was one of them. So this is the card. These are the backs of them, Path of Shadows. And I got these off of Amazon. I've never seen them before. But I really liked working with this dark crystal ball and this dark energy. It felt good. Felt good. So you got key, and it has the little keywords on there. Grimoire, wisdom, experience, hidden knowledge. It felt super easy to work with. And another deck that I picked up in Amazon, the one that I'm just going to show it to you guys as a pair because they're both pretty dark. Only got 2 dark decks in Amazon, from Amazon or period in February. 2 shadowy type of decks. So the other one that I picked up is called the Soulless Tarot. I got both of these at the same time. Okay, so let's look at those together. Let's look at both of them together, okay? And again, it's called the Soulless Tarot, in case you want to know. Okay, these have these backings to them. They're not gilded or edged in any particular color, but they're pretty. I like them. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have the tarot. We have our oracle there, and then we're going to just push another little tarot here on the side, okay? All right, so let's take a look at all 3, using them together. 2 of Wands. We have this eerie graveyard. Ooh, that's kind of fun though, right? Like to have I'm not apologize, I'm just trying to get it right for you guys. But that's kind of fun to have like an eerie graveyard. It says, as life transcends and we all fall into a silent embrace, the old attachments die, finding closure in grace. You have the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Cups with that. So I kind of get rebirth energy, like something has already died, finding closure with that. But then there's like this opportunity to go down a different path and have like a reconciliation with this person, right? So you can read it that way if you wanted to. All right, we have the 8 of Swords, Mirror Labyrinth, and the 9 of Cups. The 6 of Wands, Abandoned Carnival, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, it feels like someone's trying to get your attention, right? And then you're being ignored. And it says, what once was vibrant remains now silenced and still. This place held laughter even if now no one could believe. Like, you can come up with a whole story with this, you know, I feel like. But it feels fun. It feels dark, you know. King of Cups, Venomous Garden, Seven of Pentacles, the World, Black Cat, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, let me know below, like, do you like this, like, shadowy, dark sort of decks, this combination? But this is just something that I thought, you know, would be fun to work with and play with in the month of February. I told you guys that I usually go through this, like, shadowy aspect in the early parts of the year, end of the year, like December, January. And I guess it kind of trickled over a little bit into February for me because I wasn't quite done with the shadowy side. But that's okay, right? So we got that out the way. And now a lot of the decks that I'm working with right now are really light and fluffy. Actually, I was going to do a video today about the spring decks that are on my desk. That is what I'm working with now, are light fluffy spring decks. So that'll probably be my next video I show you guys, will be those feel-good spring decks that are on my desk, okay? But yeah, so that was pretty much the Soulless Tarot and the Path of Shadows Oracle. If that's something that you guys, you know, are interested in picking up, I mean, I certainly do recommend it, especially if you have a desire, you know, to work with the, you know, shadowy aspect a little bit more right now. Okay. So let's see. So that was number 4 and 5, right? I told you guys I have maybe about 9 decks that I picked up in February. So that was 4 and 5. And number 6, actually the next 3 that we're going to look at, 6, 7, and 8, I got all together. And that would be the Mind's Eye Tarot, which is a huge box. I finally got this one. It was sitting in my cart for so long. And I was like, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. But they drew me in with these little, like, mermaid aliens. I also got the Heart's Eye Oracle. Okay. I got that one off of Etsy. And it comes with this really cute bag as well. So that was super cute. And then the next one I got, so remember we're doing 6, 7, and 8, is the Mermaid's Purse Oracle, okay? So I got all 3 of these in February, and I actually got them on the same day. I got this one from Amazon, and I got these 2 from Etsy. So let's take a look at all 3 of them. This is a huge, beautiful box. And I love them so much. You get a beautiful guidebook. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was so loud. Okay. This is the Mind's Eye Tarot. Super slippery. Pretty, beautiful gold gilding on there. Okay. And I'm going to try to move some things out the way a little bit. And then we have the Mermaid's Purse Oracle, which is really beautiful. Nice guidebook. Here are the backs. And then let's take a look at the Heart's Eye Oracle as well. So I gotta remember which goes where. But it's kind of easy to remember, I guess, because of the colors. These are the backs of that one. And it's pink. So that helps me remember that this is the Heart's Eye Oracle. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this in the camera frame as much as possible. It's kind of tight, but we'll do our best. Okay. All right, guys, so let's take a quick look at this combination here. We have self-expression. Let me see if I can lift this up some without making a whole mess. Okay, there we go. All right. We have self-expression, the Ace of Cups, and protection. Begin, the Nine of Swords, and imagination. Oh, that feels like procrastination, doesn't it? Like it's time to begin something, but here you are sitting in the Nine of Swords energy, needing to use your imagination, do something creative, right? That's so fun. It's so fun to work with these. You have Spark, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, and growth. See, these read so good with each other. They really do. Effortlessly. Like this is giving me Ace of Wands energy, new sparks, new ideas, new passions, things that could be fruitful for you, things that could grow, that could lead to financial, gains. And you have that growth there and prosperity. The Two of Swords, restricted, and healing. Look at how effortlessly these go together. I didn't even shuffle them, but literally the Two of Swords is almost like, for me, sometimes I read it like blockages, protecting your heart space, right? Not letting anybody in, coming off kind of restricted, guarded, and maybe you are going through a healing process. So that's kind of how I would read that combo right there. And then we have Message, the Page of Wands, and self-reflection. Okay, these are all really beautiful, really beautiful. And like I said, I don't let decks into my collection unless I have somewhere for them to go and something they can fit with and work with. So I really wanted to make sure that I got the oracles and not just the tarot. I wanted something that will work really good with each other. Some of the other decks that I use with these are a lot of my alien nest decks excuse me. Beyond Lemuria is a really good one that I like to use. Unveiling the Golden Age Tarot is another one that I really would like to use with this combo. A lot of my far out there decks will go well with these. So yeah, those are the three other ones that I got in February. Again, the Heart's Oracle, which is this one here with the pink borders, and the Mermaid's Purse Oracle, which is easy to tell because you'll see that there are, a lot of like mermaids and sea creatures and stuff like that. So you can kind of see that it's full of mermaids, right? Beautiful and different, just really out there, and I love it. Okay, so that's the Mermaid's Purse. And then we also got the Mind's Eye Tarot as well. So let's take another quick peek at this one. The Page of Cups, Justice, beautiful, right? Okay. All right, so that is the Mind's Eye Tarot, okay? And that came in February. So let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's take a look at deck number 9 that came in the month of February. Okay. And I'm just just trying to stay a little organized here. Okay, so another one. So we're going to go ahead and get into like a little bit more of my softer, more gentler decks, because that's kind of where I started to be as I transitioned into March. Okay, so with that, I went into some self-care, and Daily Intentions Oracle is one that I picked up. I do have the Daily Rituals Oracle as well, so I use that with this. But I really like this. It's beautiful, published by Rockpool. It's beautiful for self-care. And once I got toward the end of February, I've done all the shadow work I felt like I needed to do. I went into self-care. And this is just one that I wanted to use during that time. It says, speak your truth. I speak my truth freely and with ease, flow. Some of them don't have words on them because I think you have like a activation card and an intention card or something like that. You have wisdom cards and you also have intention cards. So some of them are just to provide wisdom, and some of them are just, intentions. So here we have forgiveness. In forgiveness, I find peace and persistent darkness. So, oh, look at this beautiful metamorphosis. I create unrelenting change in every aspect of my life. So let's take a look at how I use these, what I use these with. Okay, I did tell you guys that I use them with the Daily Rituals Oracle as well, since I have that. But another one that I use with it is the Body Gratitude. This is one that I like for self-care, for loving yourself, appreciating yourself, right? No matter what. Making sure that you are speaking positively to yourself and your body. And it's a really beautiful deck. It has words on the back. So that's one of the differences here. So on the front, you'll get like beautiful pictures. And then on the back is where you'll get your message, okay? So let's take a look at that together with the Daily Intentions Oracle, okay? You can kind of see the size difference here. This deck is a lot bigger, okay? But here we go. So we have Metamorphosis, and I won't let anyone or anything tell me how to be in my body. Magnet. I am the magnet that attracts my desires. My body is strong, capable, and resilient. Oh, funny that we have resilience as our next card out. I remain steadfast on the path to my truest desires. And my body is not worth more because it is less. That's true, right? Drop the clock. This is so pretty. I love the art style. I show myself love because I know that hate cannot heal. Growth. I have everything I need here within my body. And it does have a quote. Each card has a quote by someone, which is also just helpful additional messages. Unwavering faith. I let go of timelines and trust that what is meant for me will always find me. And I embrace my body with a compassionate touch. So, you can go on and on and on because there's plenty of cards, but, you get it. It's beautiful and soft and gentle, and that's what I needed at the moment. So that's why I picked up the Daily Intentions Oracle. Plus, I think they had a really good deal going on in February for it. It was on sale. All right, so that is the Body Gratitude deck of cards, which I use specifically for self-care. And the Daily Intentions Oracle, that came in February. So that was deck number 9. Okay, and now we're going to take a look at deck number 10 and 11. We have actually about a total of 11. So that was these 2 that you guys just saw. Okay, now let's take a look at deck number 10, and then we'll go to 11. All right, the next one that came in blew me away. I fell in love with the Spirit Oracle in February. I just fell in love with this deck. It's absolutely stunning and beautiful, and I have a very deep connection with this. I do have a lot of other decks by Tony Carmine Salerno that I'm pairing this up with. Obviously I can't show you guys all of them in this video, but we have a whole spread. Has beautiful gold gilded edges, beautiful pictures on the front, and nice messages on the back. I think it was a very wise and efficient way to create this deck, using all sides of it, the back, the front. I mean, even the sides are beautiful. So I really fell in love with this one. Okay, and yeah, it's a love deck, and it's beautiful, beautiful. And I do have, like I said, a lot of other decks by this author that I've been pairing it up with to create a full spread. Very healing is what I'll say. It's very healing messages, and yeah, I really love it. Okay, so one of them that I'm going to show you that I used and paired with this one is the Lover's Oracle. Okay, I'm going to show you all this one with it. This is one of the decks that I'm pairing it with. And of course, this is a love reading here that I'm doing with it. Okay, beautiful heart-shaped cards with messages on the back. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of these on camera. Probably not. Let's see if I can move this out the way. Then I might be able to. Let's see. I might be able to get a little bit in there for you guys to see. Okay, so we have Infinity with Twin Flames. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Your passion ignites. Opportunity. Look at those colors. They just kind of blend in and match each other, right? Balance. Karma. Those colors are really, really working nicely with each other. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities that you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Interesting, we got reflection twice with karma. And you know, when you have like that karmic partner, sometimes it's difficult. You know, sometimes you do see their shadow aspects and a lot of the negativity within them. And, you know, this card is saying that they're a reflection of you, right? So the things that you don't like are also things within yourself that you need to, you know, they're there to shine a light on it, right? So that you can see those aspects of your own self. So I think that's a wonderful combination. So you guys get the drift on how I would use these cards in a love reading. And like I said, I do have other decks by Tony Carmine Salerno that I pair these up with that are really nice, and I really just been enjoying this a lot. Okay, it kind of puts a mature spin on your love readings, right? So you know how we have a lot of those decks that have like all the gossip and the juicy details and, you know, the lying and this and all of it. These cards don't have all that drama. These cards are really healing in a love aspect, and the messages that you get actually really help you evolve as a person. And that's what I like about it. So, but yeah, so that was the Lover's Oracle that we took a look at, and the Spirit Oracle that came in February. Okay. Now the last deck that we're going to look at, let me get these in the box first. But the last deck, I told you I got a total of, I think, 10, right? So they don't want to go in the box for some reason, but hey, listen. All right. And look at the gilding on there. It's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. I love how they feel in your hand. Okay. All right, guys. So the very last deck that we're going to take a look at that came in February is one that I fell in love with, the Enchanted Heart by Elena Fairchild. Again, it's not a newer deck, okay? This deck has been out for a minute. I'm not exactly sure how long, but you know, I know that it's been out for quite a bit of time, okay? So but it's newer to me, right? And Llewellyn had a great sale, so I was able to get this one 35% off. Picked it up in February. I'm coming out of that shadow energy into my inner child, self-care, healing, and this one was just one that I really needed. And again, they're heart-shaped cards, so that's always really fun. And we'll take a look at that. Okay. So you have these beautiful heart-shaped cards. And on the backs is where you have your beautiful message. Okay, and a quote as well. Look at how pretty that is, right? Magical 3. Magic carpet ride. Intuition. Tree spirit. Bohemian heart. You can love someone while staying true to your path. It is by traveling your true path that you will find what your heart is seeking. I embrace my unique path. Okay, I love that. I love that. Love it. Love it. Some of the other decks that I use with this one are the Wandering Star Tarot. That's one that I love. I also will use the Wings of Wisdom affirmation cards. I believe that's also by Elena Fairchild. I'm not sure. But that's one that I use with this one too. And I just find this beautiful. So let's take a look at how we pair this one up, okay? Let's do that really quickly. What is it that I'm pairing this up with, you ask? Okay. It is the Earth Mother's Oracle. This is what I'm pairing it up with at the moment. I showed you guys this one, I think, in my January wrap-up video, and how much I loved it. I fell in love with it, and I had my eye on a couple other decks to pair up with it. Well, this was one of them that I wanted to pair with it. So I finally got it. But I've been using the Earth Mother's Oracle, which is a newer deck that came out this year. It's so beautiful. And let's see if we can make some room to have these together on the screen. Let's see. Let me take a look and see. Very pretty. right? Just all the inner child feels that you need. Rebirth, storytelling. And of course, on the back, you get your message, right? All the bursts of colors that you need, you know. This, for me, makes my inner child super happy. Belief, abundance, and garden of love. Tons of information. You can use the guidebook as well to go a little bit deeper. We have harmony, preservation, and the time travelers. Sacredness, kindness, Selkies. Okay, so before we go ahead and close out, because this was the last deck that I wanted to show you. Oh, how beautiful. Let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards from these, okay? Before we close out, we'll get a little cute inner child message, okay? And we'll go from there. Super fun, just to kind of play a little bit, okay? And I will show you guys how I use this one, and then we'll close out, okay? So let's see what our message is to our inner child right now. I know these are hard to shuffle. I usually just go like this, right? Because they're shaped like a heart, so it can be hard to shuffle. And I just ask for one card for our inner child. One card, please, for our inner child. And if one doesn't come out, then usually what I'll do is I'll just pick any card that feels best for me. I'll get this one. Okay, so we have that one, and she says, blessed, beloved child of the universe, believe that goodness will arise in your life. Trust in the beauty that is destined for you. I open my arms to receive the many blessings meant for me. Amen. Right? How good is that to know? Yeah? How good is that to know that you are blessed and that Spirit is bringing in so many blessings for you? The only thing you need to do is open up your arms to receive them. You are a beloved child of the universe. And they want to provide for you, right? They want to see you do well. So goodness will arise in your life. This is part of your destiny. Let's get you an additional message. Just to wrap up this reading or this video, the message we received is integrity. We got two messages that came out, okay? Insight and integrity. Narita and Hillary. Look at the cute dogs. Oh, how beautiful. Insight and integrity. So if I was to read this intuitively, I would just say that you know what's right, right? You know what's the right thing to do. You know right from wrong. The right thing to do is the thing that keeps you standing with your integrity, the thing that keeps you feeling proud about yourself, the choices that you make, the thing that shows that you respect yourself, that you do the right thing, even when no one is looking. You make choices that are representative of your values and your integrity. You tell the truth, right? You know that that is the right thing to do. And as long as you continue to behave this way with integrity, doing the right thing, you will continue to be blessed. Because even when nobody sees, the universe sees, right? The Almighty sees. And so a lot of things can be tests of our heart test of our character. And if you've made the right decision in any choice or decision that challenged your integrity recently, this message is just saying that you will be blessed for that, because they see that. Okay, so that is a quick message, and I think that's so beautiful. What a beautiful way to wrap up. I did also get this crystal in the month of February, so I wanted to bring it into the video just to kind of show you. I love amethyst, so I did pick up an amethyst crystal, and I also picked up a rose quartz crystal because I love rose quartz. So this one is a lot bigger. I picked this one up in the month of February as well, when I attended a gem show. So full of gems and the crystals and stuff. It was really nice. So yeah, guys, I hope that, you know, this video has been helpful. You were able to find one thing or another that you really liked. A little bit for your inner child, a little bit for your shadow side, a little bit for your love life. Just a little bit of everything. And that's kind of what I got out of the month. It was a little bit of everything. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching Lala Tarot. I want to ask you to give me a thumbs up, a like, share, or subscribe if you enjoyed the content within this video. I want to let you know that your support means a lot to me, and that I appreciate you, and that I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Peace.